Espionage is far older than we imagine. Long before modern intelligence agencies, ancient empires were already fighting secret wars. Wars not of swords and shields, but of whispers, shadows, and hidden messages. Today, let's uncover the story of the world's very first spies. In 1274 BC, two superpowers faced off in the famous Battle of Kadesh, Egypt and the Hittite Empire. But before the clash of armies came the clash of spies. The Hittites disguised their agents as wandering merchants, sending them across enemy lines. Their mission? To spread false information, confuse the Egyptians, and learn their battle plans. The Egyptians, however, were no strangers to counter-espionage. Pharaoh Ramses II captured two supposed deserters, in reality Hittite spies. From them he learned of the enemy's movements, turning deception into strategy. In the Greek world, espionage became an art form. Sparta trained young men in a brutal program called the Crypteia. They lived in secrecy, moved through the night, and eliminated threats before they could rise. They were both soldiers and spies, keeping Sparta's dominance alive through fear and surveillance. Athens, on the other hand, used a very different method. Networks of informants spread across the Aegean. Merchants, sailors, and even slaves carried secrets back to the city. For Athens, information was as powerful as a trireme fleet. No empire built a spy system as sophisticated as the Persians. They were known as the king's eye and ear. These agents watched over satraps, the provincial governors, and reported directly to the great king. No rebellion, no betrayal, could stay hidden for long. The brilliance of the Persian system was speed. A vast network of roads connected the empire. Couriers on horseback could deliver intelligence across thousands of kilometers in just days. As the saying went, there is nothing hidden from the king's eye. This was not just spying, it was state surveillance, 2,500 years before our modern age. Rome borrowed the idea of organized espionage and gave it a darker twist. They created the frumentarii. Officially, they were soldiers in charge of grain supplies. Unofficially, they were the emperor's secret police. They infiltrated provinces, monitored generals, and even spied on senators in the heart of Rome. Many emperors depended on them to secure power, uncover conspiracies, and eliminate rivals. But there was a cost. The frumentarii became so feared and so hated that later emperors had to disband them. Even in ancient Rome, people were wary of too much surveillance. From the dusty battlefields of Kadesh to the marble halls of Rome, spies shaped the destinies of empires. They didn't just gather intelligence, they spread lies, fueled rebellions, and decided the fates of kings. When we look at today's modern intelligence agencies, the CIA, MI6, or the Mossad, we are really seeing the descendants of an ancient tradition, a tradition as old as power itself, because in history, battles may be won with swords, but wars are won with secrets. So the next time you hear about spies in movies or in the news, remember, espionage is not a modern invention. It is a story as old as civilization. The question is, who do you think was the most powerful spy in history? Leave your answer in the comments, because history is written not only by the victors, but also by the spies who shaped their victories.